Hello my darling and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Marie and I'm an artist that lives in the Belgian countryside. And welcome to my little corner of the internet where I share with you how I'm creating the life that I dreamed of and the woman that I want to be. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about my evening routine. So in my first video of this series I created a morning routine. And since then, I have been sticking with it and following it through. Of course, there are days that I have less energy and less motivation, and I give myself the time to take things a little bit slower. But overall, I have been following this routine for almost a month now, and I'm recognizing new patterns that are giving me more energy throughout the day. But I have also realized that my evenings tend to be a little bit more slower and a little bit more, how do I say it, less productive and more laying on the couch scrolling my social medias. And I want to change this up and create myself a better evening routine so that I can get better sleep and have an even more productive day. I want to create a routine that structures my evenings just like my morning routine structures my mornings. And I want to try to stick with it just like I am sticking with my morning routine. And since a month or maybe more has passed, I think it's time for me to create this routine and I can actually start focusing on it. So, how am I going to do this? Well, first of all, I'm going to write down a list of all the things that I want to do in my evening routine. Get inspiration from Pinterest and books I've read and some self-help podcasts. And I just start brain dumping everything that sounds interesting on a list. And I have no limit for this list. I just write everything down that sounds interesting to me and that is relatable for me to actually do in the evening. It doesn't matter how long this list will be because we will be changing things up in a bit. But just think of all the things that you want to do, that you want to incorporate in your evening routine, like reading, drinking some tea, some relaxation time, or even maybe 1 hour of TV watching and then switch it up with some reading, or just maybe you want to draw in the evening or do some gratitude journaling or just normal journaling. Or maybe you want to go for a walk or do a bit of a workout session. Just write everything down, what you want to do in this evening routine or what you want to do at evenings. And after I get everything out on paper, I can start scratching things off and keep it more realistic for myself and my environment. For example, I don't have a big space to do an extensive workout in my home, so I'm gonna scrap the workouts. And also, I know that when I do a late workout, I don't feel very good at night. I get a lot of belly issues and stuff like that. So I don't do a evening workout. But there is one thing that I want to incorporate that gives me mental clarity, which is a short walk just around the block. And when you finished scrapping all the things off that does not work for you, and you have the leftovers that are on this list, you have to decide when your evening routine starts. For me, it starts immediately after dinner. And we have dinner at 5:30, so by 6:30, my evening routine starts. And one thing I want to start doing is going on an evening walk right after dinner. Just a 10-minute walk for me. After that, when I get back home, I want to do my skincare routine. After that, I want to make myself a cup of tea because I love to drink tea. And I maybe want to do a bit of watching TV or watch a little bit of my TV shows and do a bit of drawing. I usually do these things at the same time. So I have my show on and I sit on the couch with my iPad and I do some light drawings, maybe some painting. Before I go to bed, I will go and change, tidy my space up a little bit, put things away that just clutter around. And I get my planning, review my planning for the next day. And then I write just very quickly a few sentences, just 3 things that I'm grateful for. At the moment, I've been saying these things in my head and I have been reviewing my planner, just quickly looking at it, but I already forgot by the next morning. So now I get my planning, I put it open on my desk and I look at it and I get my clothes ready and my stuff ready for the next day already. And then I'll just write down three little things I'm grateful for of the day in my trusty notebooks. After that, then I read for about a half hour, maybe a bit longer, maybe a bit shorter. It depends on the night. But I want to make sure that at least 1 hour before bed, I put my phone away and I put my iPad away and I switched off the television so that I don't have any social media or I'm not just scrolling in bed. Because I noticed that I have a bit of trouble getting to sleep. And I just lay awake for another hour, maybe 2 hours, and then, yeah, I don't sleep enough. But anyway, that's roughly how my routine is. So now that I have written it down one by one, and I put the timestamps in it, I'm gonna do it exactly the same with how I did my morning routine. You don't have to do this. If you're someone that is very disciplined of your own, good for you. I'm very jealous of you if you can do that. But I unfortunately can't. I have to learn myself to do these things. So I make a habit tracker again in my notebook, write these steps down, and for the first, I'd say 3 weeks, I'm just going to track it every evening. And every evening I cross it off. And I also give myself the grace that there are days that I don't feel as well or not as energized, or I just don't have time, or I just don't have the feeling to read. Or maybe there are days that I'm out with friends and my nights are a bit longer and I stay up late and I don't do this routine. But there are certain things that are my non-negotiables that I will do every night. One of them is my skincare routine. I will not go to bed without doing my skincare. So that is how I will keep track of it and how I will try to get it a bit of a habit for myself. Yeah, in short, this is how I'm doing it and how I'm starting it. I have been trying to do it for the past few days, but I still find it hard to have it as a actual daily routine because I'm not used to doing that. So my brain just needs to get normal or normalize it. Anyway, this is my very short and sweet video on how I created my evening routine. I hope you found this interesting and maybe you feel inspired to do the same thing and create your own evening routine. I hope you found this interesting. If you do, please leave a like and subscribe, and I hopefully see you again in my next video. Tot ziens!